اهلا بيكم حبايبي طلبة جريد 6. معاكم دكتور مريم مدحت. هنحل مع بعض النهاردة فاينل اكزامز كانت لمحافظات كتيرة النهاردة. اول اكزام بيقول لي extract different word، بيقول لي ال wide eye, plant height, swimming, skill, skin color. طبعا ال odd word هتبقى مين؟ هتبقى swimming skill لانها acquired trait أو acquired by learning. تمام. it is not inherited trait like the others. طيب scientific term, the transformation of liquid into gas, so it will be evaporation process. The science of studying weather and how to predict it, طبعا meteorology. لو كان بيقول scientist كنت هقول meteorologist. بيقول لي the loose surface layer of the earth، طبعا it will be soil. A process in which the organism become able to live in the environment and enable it to survive، طبعا it will be adaptation. بيقول لي complete from inorganic components of the soil، طبعا المينرالز والwater والاir والrocks. أما decomposers والremains of organic organisms دي remains of dead organisms بقول عليها ايه؟ organic ingredients. Answer the following. Explain the role of gravity in the water cycle in nature. Gravity cause precipitation process اللي هو falling of rains, snow or sleet or hail, and it cause the step of runoff also. Okay. Mention one negative effect of the occurrence of sandstorm. احنا خدنا negative effects للsandstorms كتيرة جدا. It reduces the visibility of the driver during driving the cars. It damage the solar panels, makes them stop generating electricity, and it damage the engine of the airplane. بيقولي determine the importance of soil for animal. Soil is a home for many living organisms such as decomposers. ولكن ايه الامبورتنس بتاعتها للانيمال؟ هنقولها عن طريق البلانت. It is provide the plant with its basic need, and when plant grow the plant is the food for animal and human. فهي ايه؟ animals depend on soil indirectly بشكل غير مباشر. هقول تاني، soil provide the basic needs for the plant growth, which is the food for animals. Determine the type of factor. لو أنا بتكلم على الفينجر لينس طبعا it will be genetic factor. طيب بيقول لي question number 2. بيقول لي true or false minerals from organic component. اتفقنا ان ايه؟ ان minerals from inorganic component. The size of the organism is one of the traits that are not affected by genetic factors. It will be false. طبعا size of the organism من traits اللي هي affected by genetic factors. هيقول لي what happen when the sun rays fall perpendicular to the earth's surface. هقول the weather will be very hot. تمام. بيقول لي what happen when dust accumulate on solar panels. It will stop generating electricity and it will be damaged. What happens if the African penguin moved to the south pole? It can't adapt to the cold weather in the South Pole, so it will not survive. بيقولي choose from column A وتساوي from column B. بيقولي chrysanthemum plant. هقول it grows when daytime period shorter than the night period. الabiotic such as light هو light from abiotic factors. Give reason. Desert formation. هقول due to a large هقول desert formation due to exposure of the land to hot and dry air. The risk of flooding increase if the ground is frozen. هقول because the frozen land can't absorb water. بيقول the darkest deer can hide in the desert. هقول because it has sandy colored fur. بيقولي true or false the fertility of the soil increases as the amount of organic matter in it increase. طبعا it will be true. لما يقولي the size of a natural habitat of the organism doesn't affect its growth. No, it is environmental factors that affect its growth. It will be false. What happens when very dry winds blow over an area of land? It will cause or it will form desert, and it will cause drought. Drought will occur. When the ice melts suddenly, it will cause flooding. When the intensity of light increases relative to the plant, the too much light will affect the leaves of the plant. It causes their burning and damage. Abiotic factor, it will be the air, and African penguin live in South Africa. Give reason. Places near the equator are very hot. هقول because the sun rays fall perpendicular to the equator. Snow forms on the top of a high altitude mountain. هقول because the temperature at the top of mountain is low. Give reason. Some plants have long roots. هقول to absorb any available water at the earth's surface, or to catch the smallest drops of dew. الإكزام اللي بعده بيقولي complete. Thorns in stem of plant is considered. It will be طبعا structural adaptation. طيب بيقولي what are the main stages of the water cycle in nature? First stage is evaporation, then condensation, then precipitation, number 4 runoff, number 5 collection. Give reason. Bird migration at different times of years. The birds migrate for 3 reasons: to reproduce, and to search for suitable weather conditions, and to search for different food resources. بيقولي what happened if increasing the evaporation of the lake? The lake will dry up, and the level of water in the lake will decrease, and the lake will dry up. Okay, mention the importance of genes. The importance of genes carry the inherited traits from parents to their offspring. Scientific term, loose layer which cover the earth's crust, it will be soil. What happened if rising higher in relation to atmospheric pressure and temperature? Both of them will decrease. When you rise up at the top, or when the height increase, the temperature and atmospheric pressure will decrease. Give reason. Decomposers are considered cleaner for the environment because they clean the environment from dead organisms and decompose by decomposing them and recycle nutrients back to the soil and increase the soil fertility also. Odd word: air, water, rocks, decomposers. طبعا ال odd word هنا it will be decomposers because all of them inorganic ingredients of soil, while decomposers organic ingredients of soil. Mention the negative effect of sandstorm, as we have said in the previous exam. It reduces the visibility of while driving cars. It affects the lungs and eyes of human. طيب بيقولي true or false, sand soil has large particles and less retain of water. true. والعكس بالنسبة للclay soil. Unhealthy environment positively affect human life. No, an unhealthy environment, it will negatively affect the human life, so it will be false. What happens if sunlight ray fall perpendicular? It will cause the weather to be very hot. What is meant by humidity? It is the amount of water vapor in air. Give reason. Some desert plants have 6 stems and leaves هقول to store water. Choose the factors that transfer from parent to offspring are called genetic traits. بيقول لي Dorcas gazelle has what that helps it to live in the desert? It has brown fur. What does causes drought? Exposure of land to dry, hot and dry weather for a long period of time, and shortage of water also. What happened if the ice melts suddenly? It will cause melting of snow. Mention the importance of anemometer. It is used to measure the wind speed. Question اللي بعده. Clouds are formed through precipitation process. I'm sorry. Clouds formed through condensation process, okay? Skin color and size are examples of inherited traits. Correct and underlined word. Atmospheric pressure increase as we go higher, so it will be decrease. Which cat characterized by absence of hair? It will be Sphinx cat. Weather describes the atmospheric condition over short period of time, while climate for long period of time. Choose the correct answer. All of the following examples of biotic factors except soil, while others are biotic factors, and soil is a biotic factor which is non-living thing. Bird migration. Give reason, as we have said before in the previous exam. The body of penguin is covered with dense feather to keep its body warm. Plants make transpiration process to get rid of excess water in the form of water vapor. Equator is characterized by high temperature, as we have said in the previous exams. الإكزام اللي بعده. Consisting of living organisms and non-living things, biotic and abiotic, it will be ecosystem. Soil has a black color, it will be clay soil. أما اللي عندها gray color, it will be silt soil. Woodward طبعا it will be air. All of the others biotic, while air abiotic. Earthquake, humidity, temperature, atmospheric pressure. The odd word will be earthquake, while the others are weather conditions. Evaporation, volcanoes, condensation, freezing. It will be volcanoes, and the other process of changing the state of matter. True or false? Sand soil has low ability to retain water. It will be true. Determine the type of adaptation, structural or behavioral. The Arctic fox covered with thick white fur, it will be structural. Some animals live in group, it will be behavioral adaptation. What is the function of each of the following? Anemometer, as we have said in the previous exam. Thermometer, it is used to measure the temperature. Plant grow toward light is considered as behavioral adaptation. What happens if rising higher in relation to atmospheric pressure and temperature? We have said in the last exam. Give reason. Decomposers are considered cleaner. We have said it before. The negative effect of sandstorm, you have said, I think it is another model of the same exam. so I will skip it. I think the second one also, it is another model of the same exam. اوكي، ممكن نشوف الكويستشن اللي تحت. هو اللي مختلف لما يقول لي mention one factor that leads to increased erosion. We can say removing the plants from the land or increasing the inclination of land. طبعا الكريسانثemum plant grow best in winter. مين اللي considered one of organic component? We have said that bacteria. Give reason. The constant amount of water in nature due to water cycle. The second and the third question we have answered before. The entry of a needy organism into a natural habitat positively affects? No, it will be false. Fur color considered structural adaptation? It will be true. What happens when liquid or gas is heated? They will expand and their density will decrease and will rise up. وده كان سؤال موجود في الإكزامز بتاعة التقييمات. Dust accumulate in solar plant panels. We have said before. Animals manure is added to the soil. هقول the soil will be restored. الإكزام اللي بعده بيقول لي climate doesn't affect soil properties. It will be false. Complete. Sphinx cat and Burman cat belong to Sphinx cat and Burman cat belong to the Felis catus breed. نفس السبيشيز أو نفس البريد which is called Felis catus. Okay, and it is mentioned in معاصر book. One of the ways to preserve soil to add nutrients to it, increasing the amount of nutrients by adding natural fertilizers like animal manure, or by crop diversification أو أقول عليها planting different types of crops. One of the causes of drought, we have said before in the previous exams, the water moves on earth among the water cycle or among different water reservoirs between brackets أقول له through water cycle. Choose the odd word: sand, humus, clay, silt. It will be humus and the others are types of soil. Scientific term: amount of water vapor. It will be humidity. A natural area in which an interaction between biotic and abiotic factors occur. Ecosystem. Process which plant get rid of excess water. It will be transpiration. The loose delicate layer: soil. The Dorcas gazelle has brown fur, as we have said before. Which one has one of the most extreme environment? It will be desert, and this question was found in the models of the assessment book بتاعت كتاب التقييمات. What happens when the air cools and the water vapor condense at the sky? It will form cloud. Sunlight fall perpendicularly, we have said before. Weather is dry for a long time, it will cause drought. Complete. The adaptation of organisms to the environment leads to their survival, and this question was in the models of assessment book في كتاب التقييمات. Which of the following doesn't cause desertification of soil? Irregular irrigation of soil doesn't cause desertification. بالعكس. Give reason. When hot air loses heat, it descends downward. هقول because its density increase. Some plants have short extended root. هقول we have said this question before. We have answered it in the previous exams. Compare between weather and climate. We have said about this in the previous exams. وبكده نكون حلينا أكتر من حوالي يعني حلينا موديل exams كتير كانت النهاردة في امتحانات بعض المحافظات. كان معاكم دكتور مريم مدحت. بالتوفيق ليكم حبايبي إن شاء الله.